Om Shanti. This is the Avyakt Murli of 22nd of September 1975. And the title is To Stabilize in Your Self-Respect is the Key to Happiness and All Treasures. Today's gathering is of those who stabilize themselves in their self-respect, of those who look at all others with eternal feelings, and of those who have good wishes for everyone. Do you constantly and easily have these three stages of self-respect for your own self, of eternal feelings for others, and of constant good wishes for others? You already know the difference between being able to stabilize yourself easily in this stage and doing it with effort. Do you not? At present, you should have this stage constantly, easily, and naturally. Check yourself as to why you are not constantly and naturally able to have this stage. The main reason is that you do not remain stable in self-respect. If you inculcate the word respect into your practical life, you can easily attain perfection. By stabilizing in your self-respect, you will be able to have eternal feelings and good wishes for everyone. To stabilize in your self-respect is the first lesson. To stabilize in one's self-respect is the means to solve the puzzle of life. From the beginning up to now, you have been engaged in solving the puzzle of who am I. In the beginning, when the task of establishment began, what did you tell everyone? Who am I? You had this so firmly in your awareness that everyone was aware that all of you had just this one lesson very firm, and that was, who am I? That same lesson is still continuing today. This is why it is called a puzzle. Such a small puzzle has defeated the highest to high Brahmins. It has them puzzled, that is, they haven't been able to solve it fully. If, instead of self-respect, you have a vision of body consciousness or of arrogance towards others, what would you call this? Have you solved this puzzle, or are you still in the process of solving it? The entire knowledge is merged in the answer to the question, who am I? This one term is the key to all the treasures of happiness, the treasures of all powers, the treasures of the wealth of knowledge, and the treasures of breath and time. You have received the key, have you not? The day that you Brahmins are born, all of you receive a birthday gift. Do you not? So constantly continue to use the birthday gift that you have received from the Father, and you will be able to become complete with all treasures for all time. What is the sound of happiness that constantly emerges from the heart of a soul who is complete with all treasures? What is the sound that emerges not from the lips but from the heart? It was also the sound that emerged from Brahma Baba in the beginning. What is that? It is the wonder of I, Vare me. Just as you sing songs of the wonder of others, in the same way you sing about your own wonder. These are words of self-respect, not words of body consciousness. You either don't know how to use the key of who am I, or you don't know how to look after it, and You are therefore not able to remember it at the time of need. In order to steal this key, Maya is constantly hovering around you. She is waiting for you to doze off in carelessness for even 1 second so that she can steal the key from you. Just as nowadays robbers make someone unconscious, in the same way, Maya also makes you unconscious by making you leave your awareness of self-respect. Therefore, constantly stay in the awareness of your self-respect. At Amrit Vela, revise this lesson of who am I by yourself. Use this key from Amrit Vela. Do not just create a bank balance, but also put it to use, and then your stage will automatically become according to your awareness. In the memorials of the previous kalpa, the response to who am I for the Father is written as the most elevated of all. As is the praise of the Father, the highest and high God, so too, what praise does God the Father sing? That children are the highest and high. Constantly remember your elevated self-respect of being the children and the masters of the highest and high Father. The Father himself turns the beads of the rosary of you elevated souls. Other souls sing praise of the Father, but the Father himself sings praise of you elevated souls. Even the Father cannot do anything without the cooperation of the most elevated souls. You are souls with such elevated self-respect. You are the elevated souls who will reveal the Father through all relationships and who also give the Father's introduction to others. You are the one who play the highest and highest part with the highest and high Father every kalpa. The greatest self-respect is that at the confluence age, you souls tie the Father with the string of your love and relationships. You are the ones who make the Father become corporeal, the same as yourself. The Father makes you the same as He is in the incorporeal form, whereas you make the incorporeal the same as you in the corporeal form, and you become the same as the Father in all His praise. This is why even the Father says, "You are masters." So now, do you understand who you are? Whatever I am, however I am, by knowing yourself according to that, you will constantly be able to maintain your self-respect and automatically go beyond body consciousness. Body consciousness cannot come where there is self-respect. So constantly keep your birthday gift with you and look after it very well. Do not forget it due to carelessness. Through this, you will naturally, easily, and constantly have the eternal feelings and good wishes for everyone. Do you understand? It is an easy puzzle, is it not? It is easy for those who are sensible and very deep for those who are careless. All of you are children who are sensible in an unlimited way, are you not? Not just those who are sensible, but those who are sensible in an unlimited way. Acha, to such souls who have a broad and unlimited intellect in every aspect, to those who have an unlimited intellect which enables all others to come out of all limitations, To those who are sensible in an unlimited way and have an attitude of unlimited disinterest, to the most elevated souls who constantly have an elevated stage and are always in the unlimited love, remembrance, and namaste from the unlimited Father. Blessing, may you be completely liberated by chasing away all weaknesses through surrendering every thought to the Father. The easiest method to remove weaknesses is to surrender to the Father whatever thought emerges. Give all your responsibilities to the Father and you will become liberated. Simply have the one determined thought, I belong to Baba and Baba belongs to me. When you stabilize yourself in this form of having all rights, all your dependency automatically finishes. Every second, check whether you are equal to the Father, in that you have a right to all the powers and are a master almighty authority. Slogan: give the burden of all your responsibilities to the Father and you will become a double light angel. Question and answers from Avyakt Murli. Question: what is the method to increase the fortune received from Bapdada, the bestower of fortune? Why is everyone number-wise, even though everyone is given the same? Answer: when you belong to the bestower of fortune, each one of you is given the same right to the fortune or inheritance. However, in imbibing that inheritance in your practical life, in using it in service and making it elevated and very clear, it is number-wise. This is because the more you use the fortune for yourself and for service, the more it increases. Baba does not distribute the fortune number-wise, but because those who attain this fortune do, so according to their capacity, they become number-wise. Question: what sign would be visible in those whose line of fortune is clear? Answer: the children who have a clear line of fortune experience themselves to be very fortunate in every action. As well as this, others will also experience these souls' fortune on their face and in their activity. On seeing such fortunate children, others will think and say, these souls are very fortunate and their fortune is very elevated. Question: whom would you call fortunate? What would be their signs? What three specialties would they be complete in? Answer: those on whose face the sparkle and intoxication of fortune is visible in a practical way are said to be fortunate. The signs of fortunate souls are: 1. Whether they are being sustained in the lap, walking on the carpets, or swinging in the swings, they never set foot on the mud. Their feet never get dirty. The foot of their intellect constantly stays in the land of angels and not on this earth. 2. They do not play with toys of clay. They constantly play with jewels. 3. They constantly stay in the stage of being constantly complete and ignorant of all desires. 4. They are constantly great donors and charitable souls helping to create the fortune of others. 5. They constantly have the crown and the tilak. 6. To the extent that they have a right to the fortune, to that extent they are also renunciates. 7. A fortunate soul, Bhagyavan, is always incorporeal, egoless, and viceless, the same as God, Bhagavan. Such a soul is always complete with these three specialties. Therefore, check to what extent you have these specialties in your own self. Question: which words are not included in the praise of the Father? Words which you children should also transform. Answer: the words according to capacity are not included in the praise for the Father. The word number-wise is also not included in his praise. He is always referred to as the Almighty Authority, the one with all powers. So you children should also transform the words according to capacity and become constantly powerful and make others this also. Question: what is the specialty of Madhuban, the land of blessings? Answer: in this land of blessings, every act, every divine activity is filled with special blessings. Being in this land of the sacrificial fire, whether one is cutting vegetables or cleaning grains, everything is filled with blessings of service of the yajna. When people go on a pilgrimage, they consider even cleaning the temple to be an act of great charity. Every act and every step in this land of the gathering, pilgrimage, or land of blessings is filled with blessings. Therefore, you should not waste even 1 second or one thought here. If you practice becoming powerful here, it will help you when you return to your own place. Question: which power is the basis of earning an income at every step? Answer: thought power. You reach the Father on the basis of thought power, and you also become bodiless. So thoughts, which means the power of the mind, are very special. Waste thoughts make the power of the mind very weak. Therefore, become free from this bondage. Om Shanti.